Welcome, my name is Sylvia van Oosten and I am the Internship Coordinator of Media and Entertainment Management. I will tell you something about your internship. Your internship is a big part of your graduation year. Namely 42 EC of the total 60 EC. The other 80 EC is of your thesis. This lecture is only about your internship. I will tell you the procedure of your internship. This can be assessed through reading the placement manual that is on Blackboard in the course MEM Stagebureau Placement Office of your year. In May this year there will be a new course especially for you. Take also a look in this course for the most recent vacancies. If you have after this lecture individual questions, you can ask your study coach during your 3.1 and 3.2 self-management discussions. If you need further assistance, you always can contact me on Tuesday and Thursday in room 230 or mail me for an appointment. This is my data and this is Maya Hoeksma. She is the assistant of the placement office. All over the procedures and over the administration, she knows about that. The tasks of the placement office are, before you are going on your internship in general, we are the information desk during and before the placement period for students, for companies and for the supervisors of Stenden. Also, I do the recruitment and the screening of the companies, and I maintain the network of new and existing placement companies. I visit or call with many companies as possible to determine whether these are suitable placement companies. I get my information from the screening form completed by you. Later more about this form. And I get vacancies of the company directly. Of course, we are coaching to the profession of information and I can support you in the application procedures. The internship office can also provide information on applying for an internship. During the placement period, in the maintain we contact the placement companies as well as with the interns. With problems that cannot be resolved directly with the Stenden supervisor, may the internship coordinator be contacted. Your general objectives of the placement are to demonstrate that you have acquired the competence to practice a profession on the required level in the media and entertainment industry. These objectives are directly connected with the final qualifications of the MEM course. In any case, the final qualifications 8, 9, 10 and 12. Here is a list of these qualifications in brief terms. You can read the extended version in the internship manual. Actually, this means that this will be the starting point of your national or international career in the media and entertainment industry. You can finally practice the knowledge you gained from the course. Your internship is exciting, it's great, it's informative and you get a huge responsibility. In other words, you will have a lot of fun. Some types of placement companies. Take a look at this list. As you can see, there are a lot of different companies and also the choice of, for example, a large or small company and the location varies greatly. It's up to you. You can discuss your choice with your study coach during the self-management conversations 3.1 and 3.2, where you will have the placement intake. There are some criteria of the placement companies. A potential internship company has to meet these criteria. The first point. I do the assessment on the basis of the complete filled-in screening form. You have to fill in that form. You can find it in the course of the placement office on Blackboard. In the case of a placement period of 10 months, the company must give the student at least 12 hours per week to work on his or her reports and thesis. This leaves 28 hours for the placement. And in the case of a placement period of 7 months, the company must give the student at least 2 hours per week to work on his or her placement reports. Please check Blackboard for the list of all the different companies that had interns of men before. But here are some examples of companies. Of course you can have your placement international. The most are in the Netherlands or Germany, but also in China, Finland, the Caribbean, New York, Switzerland, Spain, England, Norway, etc. And of course you are allowed to actively search for new companies. Please discuss your plans with your study coach. I will tell you something about the program of your placement. The duration is 42 weeks. Students with the relevant senior secondary vocational education, or in Dutch MBO 4 diploma, can apply for exemption for 21 EC of the total placement period via the exam committee. Your start moment is for the most students September of the year, and otherwise every first Monday of a module. You cannot deviate from this planning because of the entire planning of the graduation year. Here an overview of the different options. There are various options to organize your graduation year. Take a look at this sheet. What will be your choice? 10 months, 7 months, or maybe the short track? Sometimes it depends on the company. What does the company want? One day you dare to do your research next to your placement, or do they need you full time? Discuss it also with your study coach. Okay, you are in the moment that you have to prepare yourself. Step 1. Download the self-management form from Blackboard. It is available in the study coach course. Fill in the complete form and mail it to your study coach. Make an appointment with your study coach. Your study coach will only do that after you have submitted the form. Study the information pack carefully. Of course, it's possible to organize the meeting via Skype when you are abroad. Step 3 is the second round of the meetings with your study coach, and send the require for the meeting. Deadline for the first meeting is at least 6 months before the desired start of your placement. And the deadline for the second meeting is at least 2 months before the desired start of your placement. So if you are on schedule for the most September students, is that by end of June. Discuss your progress results. Decide if you can confirm a placement. Decide if you can searching, screening, etc. Send in your progress. When can you start? Your study coach will give you green light. Hey, you may apply for a placement. Or she or he gives you red light. You have first to complete absent student results. If you have your second year complete, your third year going well, but you may contact the firm but need to complete missing ECs before you can confirm a placement. And that means you cannot sign the placement contract yet. Only be very enthusiastic. Please make no promises until you are 100% absolutely sure, because that's professional behavior to the placement company. When can you start? You have to fulfill the following conditions to qualify for a placement. Of course, a successfully completion of the foundation files and the second year. The progress test of the second year is completed, including the study points and also research. The third year, you cannot have no more than one open module in the third year. And also media productions of the third year must be completed. Then there is, in your preparation, a placement contract and a supervision form. Of course, you have first to send in the screening form to me to screen the company. The screening form is available for download from Blackboard. You can send it to me or you can send it to Maya Hoeksma at the email address placement.mem@stenden.com. When your placement company is approved by me, handing in the placement contract is available for download from Blackboard, and handing in the supervision form, also available for download from Blackboard. It's very important. Upload both documents as soon as possible. Second, the contract has to be signed by you and the placement company. And the third point is the placement office will send you information about placement supervision from Stenden and send you deadlines, but only if we receive your placement contract and supervision form as soon as possible. What does that mean, a placement supervision? You are responsible for the contact between you, the student, the company and the supervisor. There are some deadlines for reports. Handing in the reports and evaluations. Make appointments with the supervisors. The deadlines you get from the internship office are also available on Blackboard. These deadlines are based on your start date, and that's module 1, 2, 3 or 4. Contact your supervisor via mail, Skype, telephone or visits. All your documents, your reports, etc. have to be handed in via Blackboard and mail your supervisor. You have to write some placement reports. First of all, the institutional report. After that, 3 progress reports and 1 reflection report on the end. See for more information about the content and other details of these reports in the manual. And at the end of your placement there will be an end evaluation, the final interview. To finalize your placement you need a final interview between the student supervisor and the supervisor of Stenden and the company. Without all the reports and the 2 evaluations there is no final interview possible. Without this meeting there is no end of the internship possible. During the final interview receives the student the assessment of the placement, so that's really the end of your placement. But oh, you can have some problems during your internship. What you have to do then? First of all, consult your company mentor, the supervisor of your company. The second place, you can sign in your supervisor from Stenden. After that, you can consult always the placement coordinator. After these 3 steps, there is a termination of the contract possible. What to do now? Download from the placement course on Blackboard the placement manual and read it carefully. Self-management form of your self-management meetings with your study coach. Take a look at the preparation deadlines and write objectives of your placement. I say it again, mail to your study coach your self-management form and make an appointment for the internship intake interview. That will be the start of your internship. And now, I wish you good luck for searching a great company, a great internship for you. My experience is that our students are very popular in the work field. 62% of our alumni are still working at their internship. So be critical and challenge yourself. Good luck!